YouTube Nation and Dog Pound. I'm Unger to the Max. A salute to you. So on Tuesday night, as in tomorrow, I am going to Progressive Field to see the St. Louis Cardinals play the Cleveland Indians. Now, I will circle back to Cardinals Indians in a few minutes because there's something interesting I want to talk about with that. But, of course, since I mentioned the Cleveland Indians, and they're right here, I have to talk about the fact that after next season, they're not going to be called the Indians anymore. They are going to be known as the Cleveland Guardians. Now, whether you agree with the name change or not, that it doesn't change the fact that it is happening. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of why it's happening or any of that because I just don't want to get into the politics of all that and make this a political argument, political debate, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to do that. Because that's just not my intention on this channel. If you disagree with something I say, certainly express it in the comment section, but do it in a respectful way. Because I go through and I read the comments that you, the viewer, and you, the subscriber, leave in the comment section below these videos, and I will address them in videos if you leave good comments and ones that pique my interest. So, leave comments. But anyway, so getting back to the Guardians. Again, whether you agree or disagree, it's happening. You can't change that. And when the Indians first announced that they were going to change their name, immediately the name I thought of was Guardians. Now, obviously, I'm not going to say the Indians stole my idea. No, I'm not that crazy. I'm a little bit crazy, but not that crazy. Anyway, so the reasoning for why they're changing their name to the Guardians is because there's a bridge by Progressive Field where they play, and it has these two statues on it, and they're called the Guardians. So that's the reasoning for the name change. But my reasoning for why they should have changed the name to Guardians is a little bit different. It has nothing to do with those two statues. So, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, where the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Cleveland Monsters play, is literally right next to Progressive Field. All you have to do to get from one to the other is walk through the Gateway District. Actually, when you take the Rapid to Progressive Field, you have to go up the stairs like you're going into Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. And then you just make a right, go out the doors, make a left, and boom, you're at Progressive Field. So, because Progressive Field and Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse are right next to each other, I just thought it made sense for the Indians' name to go along with the Cleveland Cavaliers' name. Now, I've always thought of the Cavaliers' name as being like, swords, and, well, you can see right here, they have a sword in their logo. So, because of that, I've always thought like Cavaliers, like defending. I mean, right here, one of their monikers during the 2017 playoffs was defend the land. So, the Cavaliers' name has always been kind of about defense and defending the territory and all that. So, I thought, okay, well, if the Indians are right next to the Cavaliers, their new name should go along with that. Okay, then how about Guardians? Because Guardians, guarding, defending, kind of the same thing. Now, I'm about to throw something out here that might cause controversy. So let me preface this. I am a diehard Cleveland Browns fan. I'm a Cleveland Browns YouTuber. You know this. You the subscriber and you the viewer. You know that I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. Diehard Cleveland Browns fan. Diehard Cleveland sports fan in general. But hypothetically, if the Browns were to change their name, I would think they would try to match the Guardians and Cavaliers names. Now, again, I'm saying if the Browns were to change their name. I don't want the Browns to change their name, and I don't think they're going to. Again, I don't want the Browns to change their name by any means. There's no need to. There's no reason. Nothing. And Browns fans obviously don't want the name to change. And I don't think there's any talk that it's going to. I'm just putting out a hypothetical. Strictly hypothetical. Okay? Okay. Because again, I don't want the Browns to change their name. I don't think they're going to. No. I don't want the Browns to change their name. They're not going to. Nothing. Got it? Good. So, hypothetically, if the Browns were to change their name, I think they would try to match, the Guardians name and the Cavaliers name. So they would probably do something like Defenders or something along those lines. Again, I already said this multiple times, but I will say it one more time. I don't want the Browns to change their name. I'm not suggesting that they should. I'm not trying to start any type of controversy. Nothing. No. The Browns were named after Paul Brown, who is, I believe, their first head coach in franchise history. So, that's where the name comes from. The Browns should not change their name. I don't want it to change. No. The only thing I want the Browns to change is their logo, because right now they don't have one. The orange, you will never convince me that the orange helmet is a logo. Never. You will never convince me of that. Never. So, on the note of the Browns, and I promise I will come back to Cardinals Indians. But, okay, I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm not this crazy. But there was a brief period of time where I thought the Browns should change their name to the Bulldogs. Why? Because think about this. When you go to First Energy Stadium, many people are wearing dog outfits or like dog heads and all that. The nickname of the stadium is the Dog Pound. One of the end zones, I believe the end zone closest to the Great Lakes Science Center, is actually called the Dog Pound. And then we have a bull mastiff named Swagger Jr. that comes out onto the field before the player introductions. And then we have a mascot named Chomps that's a dog. So with all these dog elements, I was thinking, the Browns should change their name to the Cleveland Bulldogs. That quickly dissipated because I just realized, okay, this is stupid. Like, they're never going to change their name. Again, I don't want the Browns to change their name. I don't think they're going to. No. I'm just putting that out there. So, yeah, you can call me crazy. Just don't call me the R word. Do not do that. I will not stand for that. That is one of my major trigger words. So, do not use that word. I'm trying to keep it clean. Taking after my buddy Engraven Bids. I will see you late in the season. I cannot wait to do video collaborations with opponents' YouTubers this season. Especially week 1, KC Sports Report. You know we have revenge on our minds because of how the AFC divisional round ended against your Kansas City Chiefs. You know we have revenge on our minds. Now, did we get screwed a couple times by the refs? Yeah, because of that stupid touchback rule. And that was clearly helmet-to-helmet contact, and that wasn't called. So that's two dumb calls right there. But again, I'm not blaming the loss on the refs. No. But you can't deny that is a major factor. I hope Browns-Chiefs becomes a rivalry. I really do. I hope Browns-Steelers becomes a full-fledged rivalry again. I hope Browns-Ravens becomes a rivalry. Because when I do these video collaborations, whether it's with Just Blaze 412, Steel Twins, Engraven Bids, Gangrene David with the New York Jets, Norbcam for the Seattle Seahawks, Sauce Sports for the Houston Texans, Bring the Juice podcast for the Indianapolis Colts, J Tuck 151, or I think he goes by Cowboys Fans Only, On the Warpath for the Washington football team, and everybody else who I've done a video collaboration with. Again, I really appreciate it. If you are a Chicago Bears YouTuber, Minnesota Vikings YouTuber, Detroit Lions YouTuber, New England Patriots YouTuber, Denver Broncos YouTuber, please get in contact with me. Or Green Bay Packers YouTuber. I want to do a video collaboration with you for the upcoming season when the Browns play you. If you are a Vikings YouTuber, Lions YouTuber, Packers YouTuber, Bears YouTuber, Patriots YouTuber, Broncos, Broncos, get in contact with me or I'll reach out to you. Let's try and establish a connection. And I want to set up video collaborations for every game on the Browns schedule since I was unable to do that last year due to a medical procedure that I underwent. So, for Engraven Bids and Just Blaze 412 and Steel Twins, I will definitely make the video collaborations up that I missed with you guys last season for this upcoming season. You can bet on that. And Engraven Bids, I am coming for you especially because that I am furious that when we play you in Baltimore, it's a Sunday night game, okay? But then coming off of our bye week, we play you guys here in Cleveland, and it's a 1:00 game. How the heck did that happen? And then with you, Just Blaze 412 and Steel Twins, when we play you here in Cleveland, it's a 1:00 game. But then when we're at Pittsburgh, it's a Monday night game. What the heck? How is it that when we're on the road against Baltimore and Pittsburgh, those are both primetime games, but when we host Baltimore and Pittsburgh, those are just regular 1:00 games. We got screwed. So that was my Cleveland Browns tangent. So now I want to circle back to the St. Louis Cardinals and the Cleveland Indians, as I promised I would. There are certain teams where it's like, man, I really want to see my hometown team play this team. And for me, the St. Louis Cardinals are one of those teams. And I'm super excited because when I go to see the Indians play the Cardinals, Adam Wainwright is going to be pitching. Yadier Molina is obviously going to be the catcher. Then you have Nolan Arenado and playing third base, and Paul Goldschmidt playing first base. Now, it would have been really cool if I had gotten to see the Cardinals when Albert Pujols was with them. But that's not the case. There are those certain, as I said, there's those certain teams where it's like, man, I really want to see this team for whatever reason. The Cardinals are one of those teams for me. The Boston Red Sox are another team. I don't know why, because I'm not a Red Sox fan, obviously. But I don't hate the Boston Red Sox either. And I probably should, because they came back from a 3-1 deficit against us in the 2007 ALCS. And then they went on to sweep the Colorado Rockies. I bet you that if the Indians had won that series against the Red Sox in 2007, they would have beaten the Rockies in the World Series. But anyway, there's just something about the Boston Red Sox where it's like, yeah, they don't have Justin Pedroia anymore. They don't have Big Poppy. They don't have Manny Ortiz. Or I almost call him Manny Ortiz. No, Manny Ramirez. They don't have Kevin Youkilis. They don't have a lot of their more well-known players. But it's still the Boston Red Sox. And they are really, really good this season. I mean, think about this. Yesterday, they were trailing their most hated rival in the New York Yankees, I believe, 4-0. Okay? Bottom of the 8th inning. Domingo Germán has a no-hitter going. He gives up a double, and Aaron Boone pulls him from the game, which that was an idiotic decision. He should not have pulled him, but he did. And then the Red Sox, after being no-hit and being shut out, the Red Sox go on to put up 5 runs in that inning, and they beat the Yankees 5-4. So that's just a collapse by the Yankees. That's Fenway failure right there. I believe the Red Sox are now 10-3 on the season against the Yankees. That's impressive. I would love to see a Red Sox-Yankees game. So, here's an interesting thing. And I'm going to end the video on this. I've asked James about this on So What's the Catch, which is a show I do every Wednesday from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock on All Sports Cleveland at the Ohio Media School. I've live streamed a couple episodes on the YouTube on this channel. But thanks to Kramer Radio and Productions, a link to his channel will be in the description of this one, as well as with Jimitude, which is the channel for James Masterchi, another great Cleveland YouTuber. But I asked this to James. So, let's say you were a Yankees fan, hypothetically, and you go to a Red Sox game where they're not playing the Yankees. Let's say you're a Yankees fan, but you decide to go see the Red Sox play the Detroit Tigers, for example. Alright? Are you going to root for the Red Sox? Or are you going to root for the Tigers? Or are you going to stay neutral and not root for anyone? For either side? Or does it, like, if there's an ex-Yankee playing for the Red Sox, are you just going to root for that specific player? Type your answer in the comment section below. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, punch that like button like a UFC fighter and punch that subscribe button in the face. So until next time, I'm Unger to the Max, signing off with a salute to you. Have a good rest of your day, Dog Pound.